Welcome back to Living Local. We have been so lucky to have had a few chances to talk with the experienced team at Seifert about trends in kitchen and bath design, the cool bells and whistles. It's been a masterclass in home design. And that class continues today as we are joined by two wizards, Sarah Thomason and Rachel Kroger from Seifert Building Supplies, which is also this segment's sponsor. Hello, welcome.
Wizards.
Wizards. Well, that is.
I think I'm more like a sorcerer's apprentice. She's a wizard.
Oh, well, I think yes. Well, okay, wizard.
Thank you.
Brilliant all around is what I'm saying. So listen, okay, so I've done my research, right? I'm ready to do this kitchen design. Do I have to have a Pinterest board or can I just come to you guys? Let's talk about that.
A Pinterest board's actually kind of helpful.
Is it?
On occasion.
I've never gotten into it, but I'm excited.
People dream, and if you've got some highlights from your Pinterest board of what you like, it's a good jumping off point for when you're working with one of our designers.
Yeah, so when we get into the process, you kind of know what my inspiration is and all the colors and things that I'm going to try to put together.
Absolutely. It's not necessary, but we can look at it with you and try to pick out what about a certain picture or something talks to you and how that would relate to your space.
Have you had a moment where somebody's brought in a bunch of pictures and you're like, I don't know what you're going for. Can you talk me through it? Does that ever happen?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But it's really fun because then you kind of get to know a person and really pick apart what's really important. And that makes kind of the best end product. So.
Well, I love that. So now I visited the showroom and there's an entire room where you can kind of check everything out, which I really loved the last time we were there. That was really cool to kind of, and also you guys have the coolest like little gadgets in there. But let's talk about, why that's important to have kind of a dedicated room to kind of check everything out.
I think it's hard for a lot of people to visualize, if we just had a catalog, what the end product's going to look like.
Yeah.
And so I think seeing that and being able to pull a cabinet sample and go over and hold it next to the hardware that is going to go on it is just really helpful for building that picture in people's mind's eye.
It must be hard to narrow that down though. Is that something where you guys can kind of come in and be like, listen, let's talk it through? Because I'd get overwhelmed, I think.
Exactly. It is hard to narrow it down, but that's part of the fun of the process, right? Because we can help you talk through your wants, your needs, the ergonomics of things, and just what works best for you.
And so I'm a visual learner, and I need to picture it, and that's something that's tough for, and I'm guessing a lot of people, especially these days are like that, where they need to see it, and you offer something kind of unique for people like me. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Sure. We, with the help of our very talented wizards, can take your inspiration and your color selections and your measurements and actually 3D model all of it for you so that you can go, and she will send you a link, and this is actually a home that we have mocked up, and you can look through your kitchen as it will be with your measurements. This is what your space the bones of your space will look like once we're finished if we continue down, this path.
And a couple months ago, we were there, and I walked through an entire house.
Yeah.
That was wild. But this is really cool that you can kind of break it down to a single room, take the design elements that your client has kind of come up with, and they can see it in real life. That's so cool.
It's so great. And then you can stand in your own home and take a look at that. And
the future is now, guys. The future is now. So what's one of the most important things to keep in mind, as you begin the remodel process?
Really thinking through exactly what you want and communicating that. Communication is key.
Sure.
It's really important.
Yeah.
I would say that is for sure our kitchen designer's superpower is listen and then translate.
Yeah.
Listen to the ideas and the inspiration and the vibes, if you will, and then try to make that into something that someone's going to love. Another thing that is super important to remember before starting the process is this is not a small project.
No,
we joke around the shop that you have to make 5 decisions per square foot. And that's actually not a joke.
No,
if you have a cabinet, what color is the cabinet? What style is the cabinet? What hardware are we putting on the cabinet? Will it correlate with the countertops? There's a lot.
Yeah.
And that's where working with a professional can really help you know, organize all of that from these are our ideas through, you know, even finding your contractor to do the installation. So just making sure that that's a smooth process, because as anyone who has done any home improvements will tell you, it's a little stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
And we really want to take the stress out of that for
And
people.
you guys can also help. You mentioned the contractors. You guys can help with that as well, kind of just from beginning to end, right?
We have great partners that we partner with and trusted contractors that we work with. So.
Yeah,
We're
well,
very fortunate to have a really awesome team backing up our designers.
I love that for you guys. And you know, what's the best way if somebody wants to get started on a project, a phone call, website, what's the best way to kind of get that process going?
Yes, any and all of that.
the
There is no wrong answer. We have a really beautiful showroom that you are welcome to walk in and try to draw some inspiration there. You are also welcome to give us a call. You can send an email. You can go through our website. The kitchen department actually has their own website, which is quadcitykitchens.com. And you can go on there and look through the vast variety of things that we have to offer. But ultimately, talking to someone, making an appointment to get some measurements taken or show us your Pinterest board is really the way to kick things off.
Well, and also, you know, you can also go back and watch some of the segments we've done with you, because we've done a few at clients' homes. And there's one that we did last fall, I believe, last summer with Pammy Tribal. And her house is amazing and a really good testament to what you guys do. And well, thank you so much, you two wizards, for stopping in and hanging out with us.
Wizards of West Kimberly Place.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Perfect.
Again, this segment was sponsored by Seifert Building Supplies. You can learn more when you visit seifertlumber.com. We'll have all those details posted at ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break. Stay with us.